Great. So in today's video, I'm actually going to bring you through a company that I absolutely love. I love the quality and the perceived value that this company is able to kind of transfer over to their ideal customers, I guess. And they are doing $97 million a year. Okay, so they're almost a nine-figure company. I think they actually might have crossed or they definitely will cross this nine-figure mark by 2025 for sure. But I'm going to bring you through this company. Before we do, if you are a new viewer, my name is Brando from Brandlinks Media. I've worked with over 100 plus companies in the last 6 to 7 years, and the least that I can do is document everything, all of my learnings, my failures, and my successes on this channel, which is the main reason why I started. So before we get going to the video, this is just one of our clients that we're currently managing, just so you understand the type of caliber of client that I'm typically used to working with, typically 7 and 8 figure companies. Now, this is not like a case study that I'm showing you. It's just like to show you that what numbers I'm used to seeing on dashboards and what numbers I'm used to kind of like seeing on a day-to-day basis, right? And of course, once you work with, when you work with 6-figure businesses, 7-figure businesses, 8-figure businesses, you kind of try to like start to understand trends and you understand really why some businesses scale and some don't, right? So this is exactly why I'm doing these videos. And with no further ado, let's get right into the video because I want to talk about this company called Our Place. This is an amazing company. As you can see here, they're doing very, very well. Let me just shrink myself a little bit here on the bottom left so you can see the screen in a better way. Now, they're doing very, very well. They're doing $97 million a year. I really like what they're doing with their creative strategy. So what we're going to do now initially is I just want to bring you through their entire funnel so that we can take a look at their ads, but not only their ads, their landing pages and the offers that they're running and what types of products they're selling and how they are scaling ultimately, okay? I also have a couple diagrams to show you over here, really, really important concepts to go over in just a second. Now, let's go over their funnel first. So I like to always filter by longest running ads. I like to have, let me just clear some filters. I like to filter by active ads so we know exactly how many ads they're running. Seems like they're running 444 ads. Let's take a look at what they're doing with their meta ads library. I think most of their ads are on 280 ads. I know that they're also doing some Google ads, definitely working well within this industry, like kitchenware, works very, very well, very high search volumes. And they're doing quite a lot of videos and quite a lot of images. Let's take a look at the distribution of their images and their videos just to have an understanding, okay? So it seems like they're doing 65% videos and 34% images. I've also noticed that when it comes to like selling products that are food related or somewhat in relation to food, where like food can be showcased, it's always a very good idea to show food because people love food. They like watching it. They like seeing the process from A to Z of like transforming a plate, right? And so a lot of food is being displayed here, not only because it's of course an indirect kind of like, thing that people need to use while using the pans, of course, but it's also obviously a marketing tactic because food is good to watch and it increases retention time, it increases just watch time, and then of course if you increase your watch time and your engagement on your ads, guess what happens? Your CPMs go down and Facebook gives you better prices. So it seems like they're just scaling a lot aggressively with video ads and then image ads. We'll dissect and go through some examples of their ads and how you can easily replicate them, or I guess not easily, but at least go through the strategy that they're also using. Let's also take a look at some landing pages so we understand how their sales process looks like. So let me just open up 1, 2, 3, one of their like top 3, top 4 products, and let's take a look at what they're doing. Let me just close down the ads library. Okay, so they're selling whatever, these titanium, or I guess it redirected for some reason. Or no, it just went down. So they're doing this titanium pan. Let's take a look at some other things. They're sending to like a bundle and save option, which I actually really, really like because it increases average order value a lot. And they're also sending people to like just a standard page. So what it seems like they're doing is that, first of all, selling, I really like what they're doing over here because it really increases average order value. If you sell bundles and complete solutions and sets, it's an amazing way to increase AOV while still maintaining a conversion rate, because let's see what they're doing over here. Let's just say I want this set that goes for $325. I can go original and pro. What's the difference here? 370, I guess, is the pro version, and the original is 320. So I guess there are two variations, okay? Good. What I like about what I'm seeing over here is that it's very, very sleek and high perceived. I love how they're displaying their images. They have also kind of like a GIF to show you how the product works, right? A demo always sells, and having visual representations that are high perceived and also having visual elements that are like add movement to the page are always very, very good. There's also a free gift. I like what they're doing, a free cookbook, dinner at our place. Spend over $150 or more and we'll send you a copy of our brand new cookbook for a limited time. So what they're doing here, it seems like they're trying to incentivize you to spend over $150. And then of course, this is a bundle. So $300, $325 or $370. It means that you get the ebook automatically. So I really like what they're doing here. Let's take a look at this option. You can choose colors. Okay, let's add to cart, or before we add to cart, let's take a look at the rest of the page. They have some good images, good sections, what's included, very, very standard. I like this page a lot because it's very simple. I mean, you don't really need something complex for this type of product. What you really need to focus on is high perceived value images and videos, because that's going to be directly, like if you have bad images or bad quality images or videos, then they're not going to be, I mean, this is pretty much on all brands, but specifically on this one because it's, this is the type of product that also sells itself visually. That's why they're also doing 35% image ads, because they know what the pan does. You just need to show the pan and hope that people like it as well, right? Other than its features, of course, because these pans also, especially the titanium one, they have a lot of benefits on their food in terms of health. They're scratch proof, and there's of course a lot of benefits. So they also have some nice UGC elements here. I really like this section a lot. Amazing. Reviews on the top. What I like about what they're showing here, for example, on any other product page, is that they're showing a lot of information on the top of the fold. If you can convert people within one scroll, not 3, not 4, right? I don't want to go through this entire page, but if you can convert me within 1 or 2 scrolls at the most, then you're doing a very good job. So all of the information should be on the top of the fold within 1 or 2 scrolls. Let's move on here. This is basically a stack, what's included. I like it a lot because it's very, let's take a look at how it looks like on mobile. What you're getting, you see it's very mobile friendly, very easy to navigate. Okay, designs, okay, nice section here. I really like what they're doing here. It's very sleek, it's very optimized for conversion rate, and it's easy to navigate, and it's a fast page. So this is pretty much what you need. You don't need something crazy. You need a good offer. You need to bundle and save. Make sure to have these bundle and save options no matter what you're doing. It's also better to sell, honestly, a full solution instead of just selling one pan. It's a lot better to do like a complete solution. And then maybe if they are selling just one product, there's honestly just, there's obviously upsells and downsells and sets that they can sell throughout the page itself. So you can just buy one, buy a Duo Pro or a Set Pro for $370, which is kind of like, I guess, what they're doing over here, like a set, right? So I really like what they're doing over here. Let's go through checkout. Let's just say we're doing this oven. Let's see how the checkout process looks like. I like this a lot. Congrats, you got a free gift. Add a free ebook or a cookbook. Nice. Add to cart. And then you can also add, there's also these upsells. I really like how this cart drawer, this is what it's called, cart drawer is doing. And a lot of Shopify themes don't actually have the cart drawer, but it's a really, really high converting system to upsell people, downsell people, cross-sell people, but also to have them go through a very smooth checkout. So the cookbook is free. Let's go through checkout. Let's see how the checkout looks like. And I can bet you, or kid you not, that out of stock. Anyways, return to cart or continue to checkout. Let's see what happens here. Anyway, it seems like it's out of stock. But yeah, standard checkout. They also have an app that I really like that essentially adds upsells and downsells through the checkout process. So not only pre, but also through the checkout. All these things are just levers that you can pull to just increase conversion rate. At the end of the day, increasing conversion rate is one of the most high leverage opportunities that you can take advantage of, because the one thing that we know is that advertising costs are just increasing. So these are really, really good tactics. And what they're also probably doing, before I move on and talk about other things, is that they're having upsells and downsells on the back end as well. So even when I click, let's just say I buy one pan, they're going to probably upsell me sets or complementary products to complete my purchase and further increase that average order value. Now, one thing that I want to do mention over here is that if you want to scale a company to like 8 or 9 figures, like you need to start building, distributing your revenue so that you can really start having a much more consistent and reliable business. Because what happens if Meta goes down by 30%? Your entire business goes down by 30% if that is your only channel. So what we want to do here is be very strategic in distributing and really distributing our revenue streams. And this is exactly what they're doing. They're doing a lot of Meta ads, they're running 400 ads. They're doing I saw that they're doing a lot of YouTube ads, and Google ads, just shopping campaigns, performance max campaigns as well. And then there are probably in other channels as well, like Pinterest and TikTok. I did see some Pinterest ads, I believe, and TikTok as well. And then one of their biggest revenue streams, and I know for a fact because we work with a similar company, and we've also worked with like other similar companies, as in like apparel, not apparel, like home supplies, home decor, which is not the exact same thing, but it's it's a high SKU, high volume game. And the business we were working with, we're doing 33% of revenue from email marketing, and they're doing over $1 million a month. Now they're doing obviously more. They're doing more like $8-9 million a month, but if the same proportions apply. And one other thing that these companies do is that they expand into other channels, not only by platform, but literally by like medium, like third party, like Amazon, Etsy, eBay. They're also into maybe they have a lot of affiliate partnerships. So they're trying to distribute the revenue. Now, one thing that's really, really important that if I have to give you a piece of advice that really works well for us is customer mining, because customer mining is one of the most high leverage things that you can do within a business to come up with good content. Why am I mentioning customer mining? It's because, and I'll bring you through how we do it as well. I'm bringing up customer mining because their ads are really, really working well. And in order to make ads that work well, you need to fully understand what the pain points are, what people are thinking, what they are thinking in their mind, what you need to say in order to convert them or increase the level of interest, right? Depending on what level or stage of awareness there are. So I always like to, let me just pull up this document. If you have if you're struggling to kind of like also come up with types of ads or types of creatives or creative concepts, you can access this document. I can send, just let me know if you want this document, just comment in the links down below. But this is definitely a document that we have in our school community. If you want to join our school community, there's a bunch of things. Honestly, this is not how I make my living. I have an e-commerce agency, but I receive a lot of requests of people wanting to get access to my time and my resources. So I created a school community. I don't care if you join or not, but if you want all of these resources, they're all over here. There's a bunch of things that you can get access to. Okay, so moving forward very quickly, I wanted to show you these ads. So if you're getting stuck into what types of ads you can test, this is a great document, and it goes through 3D products. That's the type of ad, boomerangs, comparisons, flat lay, a GIF style ad, grid swap. And the reason I like this resource is because it shows you, so you know exactly what they're saying here, and there's also a brief description. Shout out to them because they're doing a great job at showing. This is not our resource; we didn't build it. We just found it online, and it's a good way to come up with inspirations, and always remind yourself what types of ads you can launch. But before doing these ads, once again, you need to understand what your customers are saying, what hooks you can say, what scripts you can put, what ad copies you can use in your ads, because it's really important. Because if you don't understand what your customers are saying, how are you going to be able to come up with these angles? So there's two ways. Number one, you can do competitor research. So you go in here and you analyze all of these ads, you click on them, you study their scripts, you can transcribe the video so you understand exactly, or you know exactly what the script is, and you can maybe create similar scripts. This is a good way. But the better way also is to do some sort of customer mining. And so there's a lot of tools like Shulex, Copilot, where you can go on Amazon and maybe one of your competitors, you go to the product, you tap into the extension, and it basically pulls down a report based on aspects that are important, like effectiveness of your skin, how many people were interested in what. Obviously, this is like a skincare client, so it's a bit unrelated. But you can do this with any brand, of course. What are the use cases of the product? Is it the morning boost? Is it pre-workout? Is it a gift for skincare lovers? What are some ad concepts that you can test? what is working well for the product, what needs to improve for people to love the product more. And then of course it gives you all of these really accurate pieces of information that when you put all together, you just come up with a lot of ideas. Purchase motivations, desired outcomes, who, when, where, usage, how, when people use it. Is it for skin cleansing, skin routines? And it gives you also the percentages. So once you have all of this report and all of this information, you can pretty much combine everything together and come up with so many different ideas. This is a great tool that I love to share. Very, very useful tool. So moving forward over here, the first thing that you need to do is customer mining process, right? Then content production. This is something that they're doing very well, and they're doing two types of ads. Number one is a B-roll process ad, and the second type of ad is a UGC process. So they're using two types of processes to run and launch different ads. The first process that's really working well is that they're partnering with 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 influencers or creators, and they're just asking for raw pieces of content. And typically what we do, and this is at least what we do for our own clients, is that we tell the creators, we want this scene that looks exactly like this, and we want you to be happy, sad, use the product, not use the product, do it before and after, do the routine, go on your bed and cry because of this reason, like basically scenes where they send us the scenes and then we can recreate our own videos. And they're doing a very good job. Let's see if I can find an example here, because I did see an example. Let's see if this one.
Shocking how much of the equipment we've used for decades contains forever chemicals. This is the first innovation of its kind.
You see, these are all pieces of B-rolls. These are all pieces of B-rolls. Now, of course, the extra element here that they're adding is that they're doing like high production. So they actually have like 4K cameras. Like, you don't need to do that. You can just partner also with creators. And then, of course, it depends what type of product you're selling. But they're doing that. Let's take a look at this one. This is the same thing. They also had other more raw content. Let me just take a look at some of these ads. Same one. I think they're split testing a lot of hooks. That's why they have the same exact ads. And I filter by most reads. Let's do like longest running ads for 1 second. I filter by longest running ads because these are obviously the most profitable ones because they're still active.
If you love food, you probably care just as much about what you cook your food in. I'm a food writer, former private chef, and a new...
So this is an example of B-roll, right? So as you can see, there's all different scenes from one same creator. And then it's very valuable if they could send you all these resources, and then you can remash up the videos with different scripts and different voiceovers as well. And this is something that at least we're doing for all of our clients, and it works super well. So you partner with creators, you ask them for B-rolls, and then you have editors and creative... and strategists to put up scripts and videos together to create unlimited videos. This is something that they're doing. They're also doing a UGC process style video where it's just like one creator and speaking to the camera and doing a demo. I've seen that and it works super well. And the process here is very similar. The only difference is that you're just paying creators for one video and like 3 or 4 different hooks. Okay, that's the other difference. Image processes. This is something that they're doing very well. Their images are really on point. And so they're super high perceived. Let's take a look at their images here. We can filter by format, images. But they're doing a very good job with images, as you can see. They have all types of images. Authority, features and benefits, direct offers. Look how beautiful they are. Super high perceived. And the good thing about this product, once again, and the reason why they're probably doing like 35% of their ads or retargeting, is because you can sell this with like features and benefits and just by the looks of it, because it's a good product, right? And so very good. Typically, if you are able to do and structure a very good image ad strategy, you can expect your cost per clicks to really drive down. Also because a lot of people just forget about image ads. They're all about videos do better. In some cases they do, but in others it just really depends what you're selling, right? Of course, if you're selling like a skincare product, typically our skincare clients have like 80%, 90% of video ads instead of just compared to image ads, right? So one really good resource that you can use, and just log in very quickly, is just this Creative OS tool. This Creative OS is very good. Let me just log in very quickly. It's very good because it gives you templates that you can just copy and paste. I've shown this many times, but you can go in here, you can decide which filter you want. You can filter by offers, social proof, types of image ads, testimonials, and then you can just click on one. Let's just say we want this one because it's high converting, or let's just say we want, you know, something like this. You just click on it and you can copy it to Figma. You literally open up a Figma file and you paste it there, and you can like then replace the things, or you can edit it on Canva. And so if you click on edit Canva, it brings up the Canva thing, your Canva dashboard, and then you just let me just show you very quickly how it looks. It opens up Canva, and then you can just replace all of your images very quickly. So it gives you 2 slides. The first slide is the image itself, and then this one is where you can just like go in here and replace everything. So it's very, very easy. Instead of you having to like create all of these subtexts and images and blah, 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 you have like a template that's pre-framed and ready to use. And some designs are like a lot more complex, and it saves you a lot of time. So this is a tool that I highly recommend. It's just $49, and it saves 50 to 70% of your content creation process from an image standpoint. Then if you want to also upgrade, we don't really use it for other things, but there's also email templates and landers. So highly recommend. Okay. Let's see if there's one thing that I really noticed while as I'm working with 6, in most cases 7 and 8 figure businesses, is that these businesses, they literally track everything. So if there's one thing that I highly recommend for you to do, right, is to actually go over and have have a command center. It's something that I like to call command center, which is where you track everything, creators, creative concepts, daily report, how your ads are doing. And so if you want access to this kind of like universal tracking KPI system that has, is color coded, there's a lot of creative concepts that we use, ad copies that we put all the ad copies here, all the visuals are recorded here, a UGC tracker, a bunch of other resources like a TikTok shop creative tracker, email marketing templates. If you want access to all of this, there's a link down below and you can get access to it. We'll send you an email and then you can just literally create your own copy. Okay, so I'm not going to go over everything right now. There's also an ROI calculator, really valuable, where you can just put in your numbers and the numbers change automatically. Really useful. And the reason I'm showing you this because I wanted to show you a creative concepts tab, a creative testing tracker tab, because this is a really useful tab when it comes to testing. So how do these companies, these big companies, know where to put the resources and time? Well, they know because they track everything. And so if you're able to track every single test that you put into your ad account and track data in terms of what emotions you were going after that ad, what average customer you were targeting, what hook you used, messaging, copy, creative format, images or videos, right? And then you can also have a representation of the actual analytics of that test, right? Then you can come up with conclusion and next steps and learnings. And so having a very easy and replicatable way to like document your numbers and KPIs so you know exactly where you should spend your time and resources is really important. Okay, really highly recommend. And so one other thing that they're doing very well that is kind of like unrelated is just hooks. As you saw, remember that they're doing like the same exact ad, but they're testing different hooks. And so they're keeping the same successful ad, but they're testing just the first 3 to 5 seconds. And we also have a resource called the 600 plus video ad hooks. This is not even created by us. It's created by this other guy, if you can see it here. They're called Yel Maidi. This is like their Notion. I found this resource and it was amazing and we use it quite often. And it basically gives you 600 plus proven hooks and with examples and the hook framework. So if you're out of ideas, you can just rely on this document. A lot of these are really good. And as you can see, like you have to just fill in the blanks like number, niche, habits I still use to this day. 4 writing habits I still use to this day. So 4 cooking habits I still use to XYZ. So there's a bunch of frameworks that you can use. And then like what I like to do many times to scale horizontally is just keep the ad the same and try to make the hook better so that 2 things happen. Number 1, Facebook sees that you're running new ads and it decreases your cost per clicks. And second, maybe you beat the best hook already and you find a new winning hook and you can scale that ultimately, right? So it comes down to scaling horizontally and testing a lot, which is what we try to do as much as we can for our own clients. Anyways, I know that this was a rant. Let me know if this video was valuable. I did speak a lot about different aspects of the company. And last but not least, if you are a company doing at least $50,000 to $100,000 a month, at least, you can book a call down below. If you want a free audit from me personally or one of my team members, it's most likely going to be me. I'm taking most of the calls, also because we only work with like a dozen companies at the same time. And so I'm not sure if we will have any capacity when we hop on a call. In most cases, we don't. But if we do, we can explore the opportunity of working together after we complete your audit. So first and foremost, we will do the audit for you so we can identify the opportunities together, okay? Hopefully see you on the other side. You can book a call by clicking the link down below, and definitely see you in the next video. Bye.